face. Every time after I eat food, my face always like looks fat. It's like the food goes into the body, it goes into the fat cells. Uh, anyway, so it's about the 12th of October, Monday, same day, surgery day. It's 9:37 p.m. So I had a one sort of dizzy kind of spell because I think I was eating food too fast, and I think there's probably some kind of anesthetic stuff in like my stomach and like intestines or whatever. So it must have reacted and made me feel dizzy. But other than that, yeah, I've got a. They gave me this kind of like this underwear, like and these kind of sanitary pads, so I gotta wear that underneath. Yeah. So I changed that once. Not the underwear, but the sanitary pad. Uh, there was some blood there, like uh, from the stitches, and it's a wound, it's an open wound. Uh, but they said the stitches are dissolvable stitches. You don't have to take them out. Uh, so I put another one in, and there was just a little bit of blood there. So now that it's the evening, and I can now I feel like there's like there's a slight kind of discomfort. Like it doesn't like hurt or anything, but it's like, oh yeah, that feels kind of sore. I have this sore feeling, like, oh, that's a bit, that area is kind of a bit sore. So yeah, so that's what it sort of feels at the moment. So maybe tomorrow might be like a little bit more sore. Usually, like I think the day after is probably the, I don't know. Maybe it might not be bad at all. Maybe it just be the same. But yeah, so yeah, they gave me like these medications to take. This is like, I don't know what this is. It's called Celeso capsules. I've got to take this like yeah. There are 6 in here. I've got to take like twice a day. It's got my name there. Doesn't have my address. Okay, so then they give me this one. I think this is an antibiotic. What do you call it? Antibiotic? Yeah, it's called Cephalexin, 500 milligrams, 20 capsules. I've got to take this 4 a day. I just took 2 a day because, I just took 2 today. But tomorrow I'll take 4 because I'm sure it's half a day, I think. So I've got to take 1 capsule 4 times a day for 5 days. I take 1 capsule twice a day for 3 days. And it says with an asterisk, do not exceed 1 aspirin tablet or capsule per day. They told me like if you have pain or whatever, take a Panadol or Nurofen or something. So anyway, so yeah. So yeah, it's not too bad. I'm just sort of resting and watching videos, YouTube videos, and relaxing. And, yeah. So probably I'm going to collate this into a bunch of videos and put them together. So maybe maybe I'll upload it at the end of the week or something. Okay, so this is I just got up from a nap. So this is 13th of October, Tuesday, 4:29 p.m. So the day after, or day 1 of the recovery, because yesterday was day 0, right? So today, well, I think, yeah, because I had local and general anesthetic, so there was local anesthetic put in my groin area. I don't know where they put it, but today, yeah, it's a little bit like you could say it's sore. There hasn't been much bleeding or anything. I did change my underwear thing. So, so these are the sanitary pads. This is like that. This is like this is the underwear. It's called Molly Pants Soft. And mine is size large. So I changed that underwear thing and I pads in the morning. There hasn't been much bleeding. It's just like a little bit of blood or whatever, but it's not much. I think so. So I've been sort of TMI. I've been sort of like trying to feel like what's there, and it seems like there's some kind of fluid in there, like fluid collecting, or it's not collecting, but it's like it seems like there's some kind of fluid in there, and that's probably. I think my surgeon mentioned this. He said something like maybe there might be some kind of swelling for a couple of days or whatever. That anyway, so it does seem like there's some kind of fluid, like I don't know, maybe that's leftover fluid from the system, or maybe it's just white blood cells or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, it's not much. I mean, it's just like when I sort of checking like what's there. Actually, that it is a bit tender and sore if I try to touch that area, certain areas. But so like when I get up, like today when I get up, it's like I gotta like yesterday I couldn't feel anything, but today I sort of like it's like a slight discomfort and it's not like pain or anything. It's like I haven't taken any pain medication, nothing. I've just been taking my antibiotic and nausea pill, and so yeah, I mean it's just a little bit slight discomfort, and other than that it seems to be okay. I actually got a call from the hospital. They did it's a routine, like a follow-up call. They asked me like if I was doing okay, and I said yes, I was doing okay, and I haven't been in any pain or anything like that. They also checked they also confirmed whether I had an appointment with my surgeon. So yeah, I told them it's on the 28th. I actually got a letter from them, 28th of October, 1:30. Anyway, so so day one after the surgery, it's not too bad. Just relaxing and things like that. Okay, this is day 2. So it's October 14th, 2015, Wednesday, 4:44 p.m. So yeah, I just made this short update and posted that to YouTube today. So I wasn't thinking of making a video today, but I thought I'll just make one anyway. So as I mentioned in my short update, which was posted today, if anyone has seen that, they so I feel okay. I feel just a little bit sore, tender, and just the whole growing area, just a little bit sore and tender, but nothing much. No real stinging pain or anything. Just some. Like when I get up or something, it's a little bit feels like there's a bit of there's a bit of a cramp there. Yeah, I've been taking my antibiotics, and so that's good. The nausea pill it finishes today, so I just have to take my antibiotics for 3 more days, I think. Uh, well, yeah, I also canceled my ADSL connection yesterday. I sent an email and they confirmed it. So it's gonna be like this. They have like a 30-day notice period. So that official cancellation date is the 13th of November, like 30 days from when you requested it. So now I can start on trying to get my iPhone 6s Plus. Because apparently there's like a waiting, like it's on back order or something. So maybe I'll say I want it now, and then maybe when it comes in, they will contact me or something. I want to use Optus. It's like a telephone, internet, whatever provider in Australia. In Australia, one of the ones anyway. They have a good plan. $100 a month. You get about 6 GB of data and unlimited calls. I think that's good. Oh yeah, when I was when I sent the email to cancel, someone they want to call us and ask us to confirm it or whatever, and apparently they were trying to call me, but they couldn't reach me, so I called them. And I spoke to this woman on the phone, and she was calling me ma'am all the time, and I was like, oh cool, all right, okay, good. But then my ADSL account was in my old name. Oh my god! So I was trying to give her my user. The funny thing was I think my user name for my ADSL wasn't that other name I chose, that Evelyn type name. You know that name I chose. So it was some version of that. But she could, I don't know, for some reason she couldn't understand, or she couldn't get the username down, so I gave her the number or whatever it was, account number. And then I think my old name, or a shortened version of my old name, was there, and then she was like confused, because she was like, so who's Jay? And oh fuck, yeah, you people know. Anyway, so and I was like, oh, that was my old name. And she goes, I don't know. She became quite confused, because initially she thought I was, because I'm apparently my voice. I hate talking about this, because this makes me very dysphoric. This is one of these experiences I just don't like having, where people get confused about me. That's why I want to get all my documents changed, so I don't have to deal with this issue. So if I have to deal with like a public utility or employment, I don't want to have to deal with this thing where people are like, oh, this is your old name, or this is your gender, or so that's why I'm trying to get all my records changed. Anyway, so she was confused, and she was like, she became sort of like reserved, and this is something. It's amazing to me, like how people treat you, depending on what they think you are. If you think you're a girl, they treat you the same way. If you think you're a man, they treat you differently. Both men and women do this. It's like the whole society is conditioned to. We treat each other on gender, and it's like we treat each other differently based on gender. And I've experienced this several times, where within the span of a few minutes, people's attitudes change when they find out. It's like a weird kind of thing. It's also kind of like I hate it, because it makes me feel dysphoric, because now she's treating me differently. I don't know, maybe she was confused. Maybe she was just feeling confused, or she didn't know what to do, or whatever, but anyway, so something you have to deal with when you're in this process of transitioning all your documents and all that. These are some of the things you gotta deal with. It's like, I just hate going through these experiences. It's like, makes me feel like I felt like I hated it. It made me feel like, oh god, I hate this. I just want to be treated as a girl, seen as a girl, and left alone. I don't want to have to deal with this whole thing where, because being a trans person is not easy. A lot of people just don't treat you well. They don't treat you well if they find out you're trans. Because maybe most people are ignorant. It's not like they're mean. They just don't know how to deal. I don't know what it is, but it's just strange thing. So yeah, so anyway, so yeah, I got an email confirmation saying that they canceled my, yeah, it's an official, like, the ASL is canceled, so yeah, like I said, I can work on my iPhone thing. That was a pretty long story. Anyway, so, yeah, so things are okay. I ate my salad today. Yes, that was good. I know it's a kale. I like kale. Kale. Yesterday I couldn't put it because we didn't have any, but today I put kale in my salad, and yeah, kale is good. Kale is good. Anyway, so yeah, I don't want to make these videos too long because the final video will be so long, and we're like, okay, so yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Okay, just sort of relaxing and yeah, relaxing. This is what is it? Day 3 after since recovery. It's the 15th of October, 2015, 4:12 p.m. So today, the swelling, I mean, the soreness has gone down a bit. It's a little bit better than yesterday, and I'm able to move more freely about. I don't like yesterday. I felt like very when I get up off the chair or something, I feel like, oh, it's a bit sore or tight or whatever there. So today it's a little bit better, and like. On the sanitary pad, there isn't there's hardly any bleeding or anything like that. So did I feel a bit better, like less tenderness, and seems to be healing, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know if maybe the swelling has gone down. I don't know. It's a little bit better. Okay, so yeah. Another thing is, I did order my. I've put in my order for my iPhone 6s Plus. I chose a gold color and a 64 gigabyte version. So I think the monthly payment is $100 per month, but somewhere else it says $137. No, when I ordered it, it was $100 a month. So I put my occupation as student, and so because they do a credit check and stuff. The thing is, like, I don't really have a credit history, because when I buy things, I usually use my mom's credit card. So this is the first time, or nearly the first time, because I can use my bank card like as a credit card. I'm using that. So I think they approved it because I don't have a bad credit. I don't really have any credit kind of history. So they must have just approved it or something. I don't know what it is, but I chose my existing phone number. So I can keep my phone number, and yeah, so I checked it. Last time I there was a tracking thing. They said that it's processed, and like when they receive it in the warehouse, they'll ship it, because I think there might be a lot of back order. So maybe in a couple of weeks, or I don't know when. Hopefully I'll get that. Yay. So yeah. Also wanted to show, like, this is like I said, I got a jeans. This is the jeans. This is the jeans I got. It's supposed to be a skinny jeans. It's got this. I haven't really worn it because I got it like after my surgery. So I'll wear it like when I'm a little bit more comfortable. So I think Oh, this, I was thinking of just reading report, report from the survey. Yes, so I thought I'll just read this operation report. So the date of operation was 12th October 2015. Prince of Wales Hospital. That's my doctor's name. You know, the way they refer to they don't call him surgeon, they call him proceduralist. They call him proceduralist. So they gave me both local and general anesthetic because I like I mentioned like a couple of days ago, like my groin area was feeling very stiff. And I felt like I had some cramps in my lower abdomen. I think that was either probably a local anesthetic or I don't know. So procedure type is elective. Planned procedure is bilateral orchiectomy. Operation performed. Sometimes they pronounce orchiectomy, sometimes they pronounce orchiectomy, bilateral. Operation description is routine prep and drape for antibiotics at induction. Yeah, okay. So this is a procedure, is a midline scrotal skin incision extended through dartos. Right testes delivered along with tunica. Dissected up to external ring. What was that? Vas defined and suture ligated and divided. Transfixation suture 3-inch 0 vicryl for vascular pedicle. I don't know. Same steps. So they did that for the right, and then the same steps on left side for orchiectomy. So they did that for the left and probably the right here. Right testes was first, and the same steps on left side for orchiectomy. Closure of dartos and subcuticular sutures. Ilioinguinal nerve block. 0.75% narrow pen. Wound class is clean, contaminated. Procedure coding is orchiectomy, simple or subcapsular, unilateral with or without insertion of testicular prosthesis, performed by someone. I don't know why they say that this is unilateral there. Because there was one guy assisting, and this performed by, this is the name of the guy who was assisting. Prosthetic, non-documented at time of note completion. So I guess when men have this procedure done, sometimes they choose to have a prosthetic testicle inserted, so it looks like they still have a testicle. So they didn't put anything in me. Surgical pathology. So this is specimen details. Right testis quantity 1. Right testis quantity 1. Time taken was 9:33. That's the time they took it. Shit. 9:33 on 12th of October. That's the time they took the right testis out. The destination is histology, and fixative added is formalin. So they put it in some formalin and sent it to the lab. Histology. Description: left testis, quantity taken 1. Okay. Time taken is 9:44. So the left testis was taken about 11 minutes after, because the right testis was taken 9:33. The left testis was taken 9:44. Destination histology, fixative added is formalin. Alright, so that's that. They said that they took the right testis out, the left testis out, and they sent it to the lab for some testing to see if it was healthy or I don't know. Post-operative information. So home on oral Keflex for 5 days. That's much as antibiotics. See my doctor in 2 to 3 weeks. Scrotal support for 14 days. Avoid any major strenuous exercise or heavy weightlifting. Uh, no allergies have been reported. I wonder if the assistant did the operation and my surgeon he was a principal. He just a supervisor or something. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. So that's what they did. That's what it says. Operation report. And they said they took both out. Good. Because today morning I was checking that my genital area, just to check. I was like, okay, well, what is in here? Because sometimes I feel like it's a bit swollen, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh, okay, it just seems swollen. All right. So yeah, they did say they took both the right and left out. So good. This is support. Because I'm sometimes I get paranoid. Like, are these people lying to me? Because sometimes people I feel like the trans people have been so mistreated in the history of by medical staff who treat us like perverts and delusional people, and it's like maybe because before I went into the operation theater, my surgeon came over and said, well, they will take it to the lab and this is proof that they've been taken out. And that just got me thinking, why did he say that? Maybe some other patients before me, some might have asked, how do I know you took it out? So are you lying to me? Are you trying to... So, yeah, my surgeon did say, he said that if you feel some bumps or whatever, that's just swelling. He did say that. Maybe he might have, maybe some other patients called up and said, why do I feel bumps? What is this? So maybe he's had some experience here. So anyway, so good. So, yeah, I feel, better and recovering and happy with the surgery. I'm very happy with that. It's such a relief to not have to worry about that, because having those testicles in me is such a stressful thing, because they can always cause my body to revert back, and I don't want to go back. That would be like, this would be like dying. It would be the death of me. So to have that out of my body is like, oh, thank God I can never go back. So that was like one of my main reasons is I just do not want that thing in me, because I never ever want to go back to I don't want my body to change back to the way it was. I mean, something like my breasts won't go away, but still, I want to go forward. I don't want to have I just don't want to have this thing in me which produces this hormone called testosterone, which is like, I really do not like that hormone. But my pituitary gland, I think that produces testosterone, but a little bit. Like everyone has levels of testosterone in man, woman, whatever. But obviously the testicles produce a very high amount. So it's the main source. So there is a little bit of testosterone, but it's I still take my spironolactone. I take 100 milligrams, but I think I might go down to 25 milligrams. I just I have a prescription from my endocrinologist, but at the moment I'm just taking my medication as normal. So anyway, I'm gonna relax now. just waiting for just taking it easy, and like it was so stressful trying to get it, trying to have it with all that waiting, the uncertainty of it all. It's like now I'm just like, okay, I can just relax and just, yeah, calm down. Okay. Yeah. I just had my oatmeal for dinner. The oatmeal I eat for breakfast, I had it for dinner. It's a very hot day. It was so hot. Yeah, it's so hot. I don't know why my lips are a bit swollen. They're like cracked or something. These earrings are like, they really like stand out. It's like my old earrings, you could barely see them, but these are like, they stand out. Anyway, so this is Friday, 16th of October, 2015. So this would be day 4. It's 4:38 p.m. and so maybe it's a little bit fat there because I ate the oatmeal. But I did eat my salad for lunch, so it's good. I would have eaten fruits and stuff, but I just felt like eating oatmeal. Anyway, this is a problem. Like, if you try to make a video after you just ate, you feel like burping all the time. So it's probably not a good time to make a video. Anyway, so yeah, today it's still a bit sore and tender. It's a bit of bleeding. I think that's gonna be there for maybe one more week. That's why they told me to wear those pads. Actually, I drove my mom to the chemist and because we went shopping. Actually, I drove the car and she did the shopping, but because she still got that dizziness thing, she couldn't drive the car. So she bought some extra one of those pads. They're like, you can get 5 for $2, so they're pretty cheap. So we got 10. So anyway, yeah. So so it's still like, it's still tender, and so it's like I don't know if this is related to there might be this is like your pelvis region is like this, right? Let's say your genital area is there, like on this side and this side, like on my inner thigh. There's a bit of tenderness on either end. I'm thinking like it might be some kind of a cord which goes from the testes to some place. I don't know the biology. I should probably, they have probably pictures of this. But anyway, so those two sides are also a bit like tender. They've been like that for days. So. I can walk about and do stuff. It's not restricting my movement or anything. It's just a bit sore and tender, swollen, tender, so that kind of thing. So I feel very relieved that it's done, and now I can just sort of relax a bit. And, I was trying to get I drove my mom to the Justice of the Peace to get my Medicare copy certified, because I want to send in my citizenship application again, give my original certificate so they can change my name, update the citizenship certificate with my new name. So, but apparently the Justice of the Peace wasn't available today, so he's available tomorrow between 9 and 12. So my mom said she's gonna go. She says that she feels better when she's walking, so she said she'll walk there. Now the sunlight. Stalker. So yeah, my iPhone. I don't know when it'll come. I think it's on back order, so it might take maybe. On the website it says it'll be delivered within 4 weeks. So maybe let's see, maybe in a couple of weeks or something it might be delivered. So, yes, I still haven't taken a shower since I came back from the hospital because I don't want to. They said you can take a shower, but like I was like, oh fuck it, I'm not gonna take a shower. I don't want to get any infection or anything. So tomorrow I am gonna get a shower. Tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm gonna take a full, like wash my hair and take a good shower. I also like submitted my medical certificate to Centrelink, the Department of Human Services, to let them know I had my surgery and I won't be able to look for work or whatever this week, but I actually have to, well, I have to actually look for work anyway, so. Alright, let's, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't know if I had to send it, but I sent it anyway because I obtained it, so. Yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic week, these past couple of weeks. But yeah, so I better start encoding this video because I want to put some timestamps so that people can skip. Oh, this is day 0, day 1, day 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, later. Oh, hi. So today is Saturday, 17th of October 2015, 11:38 a.m. This would be day 1, 2, 3, 4, day 5. Yeah, day 5. Post-orchiectomy recovery. So I just took a shower. Yes, I washed my hair. I shampooed it. I just put coconut oil briefly, and I washed it. Yeah. Oh, I'm losing some weight, hopefully. So I took a shower and just put a new that Molly pants and sanitary pads. There was a little bit of bleeding, and when I say bleeding, it's not like blood. It's just like there'd be like blood stains or whatever on the thing on the pad. Yeah. So yeah, I was just this is TMI. So I was just checking that area to see like what's there, and I found this lump kind of a thing, and I was like, what the fuck is that? It's like really high up. It's not like it didn't feel like normal testicles. It just felt like a lump, but it's like high up in the scrotum area. It's not like it's like close to the body, like high up. So I was like, what the fuck is this? This is like, what is this? It's like, did they leave something? So I was like googling like post-orchiectomy lump, like what is this, and apparently what that is that's like they call it the grape or whatever. It's like when they cut the cord, the spermatic cord, maybe it's like a hematoma or something. It's like blood collects there or something like that. So that it's like that's why it's like high up there. It's not at the bottom. You know what I mean? So that was reassuring reading that. Oh, so this is normal. Like it should go away in a couple of weeks or whatever. So that's why my surgeon also told me, don't worry about like after the surgery if you feel some lumps or whatever. He said something like that. So yeah, I was just. I was like, what is this? What is this thing? Oh my god. It's like scar tissue or something. It's supposed to be usual. Or okay. I think it's a hematoma. So I'm reading like actually of all the places I'm reading a testicular cancer forum because usually they have, men have their testicles removed because they have cancer. For me, it's like, yeah, I had mine removed. I had both of mine removed, so so usually a lot of these guys have one left, but I don't know. So I was like, so it's like, okay, so that's normal. Don't worry, it's normal. So it's like a hematoma, like when they cut the cord, and because it didn't feel like a testicle. The testicle was squishy, whereas this one felt a little bit like, it wasn't very squishy. It was more like felt more rubbery, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, it kind of hurt. Like, oh, if I touched it, it was like, oh, it's a bit swollen and tender. So yeah. So anyway, so I think I'll stop making these freaking updates. I think this will probably be the last update on my recovery. I might make a recovery like 2 weeks, like a week later, like maybe next Sunday. Just like 2 weeks after the surgery, kind of thing. And I gotta put all these videos together. And iMovie, they updated it. I didn't even know this. Apparently, like iMovie 10.1, you can encode 4K videos, and you can encode 1080p videos at 60 frames per second, which is like cool because when I get my iPhone 4, that records in 4K, so I might be able to take 4K video. I don't have a monitor that displays 4K, but 4K video or at least 1080p at 60 frames. So yeah, it was like when I opened iMovie, it like the interface changed. It was looking very different. So I was like, what the fuck happened here? Anyway, so I'm just gonna relax and take it easy. Yes. That's a scar tissue. Yeah. Okay. They did say in the operation report they took it both out. So yeah. And my surgeon did say I would feel lumps, so don't get worried. Like it's like I'm always like paranoid. Like no, it's back. No. Okay.